And alright guys, what is going on? How are you all doing? Welcome back to another video on the David Hammond YouTube channel. So guys, in this video we are speaking of, you read the title, 3 ways to instantly attract the right friends or relationships into your life. I believe I titled it something along those lines. And guess what? I'm not wearing the earphones anymore. So in case the few of you are wondering, I'm just hoping it sounds good, but I've done this enough. I know it sounds good. So guys, anyways, with that said, let's jump into tip number 1 to attracting the right friends or relationships into your life. Boyfriend, girlfriend, friends, it really doesn't matter. It's all the same thing, more or less. So number 1, guys, this is to identify possible toxic relationships or friends, okay? Now, the reason I say possible is because there's a good chance that some of the friends or the relationships you're in now aren't toxic. In fact, they're extremely conducive towards your success and they're going to help you. So to those people, keep them in, give them a pat on the back and give them a hug, because having a good friend who can really enhance your life is very rare, very, very rare. Now, on the flip end though, we're talking about cutting out, identifying and then cutting out toxic people, right? Guys, girls, friends, whatever, relationships. Now, this isn't so easy to do. So how do you do this? Well, and you guys know I don't ever script these videos. This is just all off the cuff. Number 1, you're first off just gonna have a gut feeling. You're just gonna know. It's that simple. You're just gonna know that this person is not really enhancing your life anymore. And B, okay, if you don't know, something I ask myself or tell myself in life is that when in doubt, cut it out. Okay, so if you are not, and this is the reality with a lot of things in life, if you are not 100% sure that this person, guy, girl, friend, relationship is enhancing your life, right? So benefiting you. If you are not 100% sure that they're benefiting you, then the reality is they're probably doing the opposite, okay? A lot of times the reason we keep people around is because we're not sure, right? It's kind of just like this medium ground kind of fling where they're not enhancing our lives, but they're not really bringing us down. The reality is that if they're this kind of fling, they're probably bringing you down. And I say that because evolution, all right? Life is continuously moving forward. Everything in life, cars, people, buildings, businesses, even dogs, evolution, everything is moving forward. If you are not with someone who is helping you move forward and you are consciously aware that you're moving forward, then you're regressing. Even if you're staying the same, you are regressing because everything else is moving forward. So ask yourself and identify, are these people honestly helping you? And if you're not sure, then they're not. Plain cut, period, okay? So what do you do? Now look guys, the reality is I'm not saying, so let's say you've identified these people, okay? I'm not saying you have to cut these people out of your life forever, because some of these people may be important pivotal figures. In my life, I've had friends and vice versa. I'm not saying I'm all perfect and yip-de-doo. No. There have been times where I've been with people, maybe you're in a relationship with a boyfriend or a girlfriend, or you have friends. Sometimes this is why breaks are completely necessary, right? Take a break from that person. Relax. Just chill out, give that person space and vice versa, because you can both feel you are keeping each other stagnant. Friend, guy, girl, I really don't care, okay? That's the reality, okay? And now we're gonna move on to step 2, because you may completely cut this person out forever, or it may just be a little bit of time. But the reason we do this is for step 2, which we're gonna, don't worry, I'm gonna explain how to find, David, you said this was on new friends. Why are you talking about old friends? Well, listen, you have to let go of the old before you can bring in the new, okay? Number 2, phase 2 to finding or attracting the right friends / relationships into your life. This is, now you've cut out those, toxic people that no longer serve you. This is to now go solo. Wow, you probably didn't think I'd be saying this, right? You thought I'd be saying quick fix, there you go, all your friends and your relationships and everything is happy and magical. Well, not necessarily. First, before that can happen, you got to level up yourself. So you got to go solo, okay? Now, I think this video may be it may seem like it's a little easy for me to explain or speak of, David, why is this so easy for you to say, like cut out people and just go by yourself, go solo? Why is easier said than done? And I completely understand, and I'm very empathetic towards that. For me, objectively, it is easier for me to say this because I've spent the majority of my life being solo by myself. I didn't really have too many friends, or I just didn't, I did, which I'm going to explain in the next step, but it took a while, and now I'm going to explain to you guys why this step is so vital and important. Okay, birds of a feather flock together, okay? The reason you hang out with your friends right now is because you guys are compatible, okay? You work, you're on the same vibratory level. Now, you don't have to get esoteric about this, but just common sense. If you hang around with friend groups, usually people in friend groups are usually of the same demeanor, period. And if they weren't, they wouldn't hang out. That wouldn't make sense, okay? what happens is once you cut these people out of your life, which is, again, I'm not saying I don't make this video and we're not making this video because we're better than people or I'm better friend group than you, and like, no, that's not why we do this. Okay, we're all the same, we're all learning and growing, including myself, but we cut these people out to then level up ourselves. Okay, so let's say our friends were holding us here. It's not their fault, it's just what happens. We do this to people. Okay, so flip the script. I do this, we all do this. We're here. Once we let them go, it's like lifting your hand off a balloon. You guys ever hold, as like a kid, you ever hold like a ball underwater in like your pool, and you want to see if like you can just like keep sinking it down into the water, but it eventually just, once you let go of your hand, it just pops up, it rises? I really hope this isn't too loud because I'm not hearing myself. Well, that's the same analogy. Once you finally let go of your friends or vice versa, okay, you let go of your hand, that ball now shoots up. Anything in life shoots up. It's like if you plant a little flower outside and you don't feed it the right nutrients, well, it'll never grow. But the second you do, boom, a perfect example, and I'll stop it here. It's like keeping your car in neutral but revving the gas, right? You can rev it as hard as you want, but if you're in neutral, you're not going anywhere. But the second you bring that stick, the joystick, the Prindle stick, from neutral to drive, you shoot, you skyrocket. Well, that's the same analogy with friends and ourselves, okay? So once you let go of these friends, these relationships, these people, you then level up yourself. This is very important. This is vital. Without step 2, there will be no step 3, which is what you guys want to hear, right? But you first got to have step 1, but step 2 is really probably the most important phase. And now you can be here for a while, solo, by yourself. And what you're doing is you're leveling up. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, and whatever demeanor you want, in your craft, in your business, in your health, and in whatever, okay? You're leveling up. And this takes a while. And guess what? Leveling up doesn't always look pretty. Leveling up doesn't always look like, guys, look at me, I'm getting so jacked and shredded and I'm so amazing. No, a lot of times leveling up actually looks like the opposite. It actually looks like your life is breaking down around you. And it looks like things are just not making sense at all. But that goes back to the analogy, right, of what we're doing here. You first have to let go before things can build up. But a lot of times building looks like breaking. Well, maybe that's because, you get what I'm saying? It's all one thing. Things break and they build. That's how it works. Before something can build, it has to break. So your life seemingly may seem like it's breaking, but you're building. Anyways, that's a complete different video. We're not speaking about that. You go solo. You go by yourself. You are cultivating things like self-love, self-appreciation, self-reliance, more or less, okay? And now here's the thing. As you now grow, mature, evolve, whatever name you want to give it, okay? Then what happens is you enter phase 3. And this will happen. Phase 3 will happen, period. I don't care. I don't even care if you don't want friends. You can try to be as, what's the word? Like a recluse. Like you don't want people. I don't want friends. Screw it. Maybe they did me dirty or I'm too good or whatever. People will come into your life. Phase 3 will happen. And phase 3 is now attracting these new friends or relationships, boyfriend, girlfriend, etc. They'll come and they will smack you out of nowhere. Okay, and you don't really have a choice. You'll love them. It's going to be amazing, but like you don't have a choice. Phase 3 will happen. And I'm sure it's happening to some of you right now where these people are just randomly popping into your life out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. It's not a conditioned relationship. You see, usually we get into relationships because they're conditioned, right? It's, oh, well, we went to the same school, or, oh, we were in the same class, or, oh, our parents knew each other. No, these friendships will be way different. This person will be like 3 years older than you, or 2 years younger than you, or live in a different city and they're here, and or different complete school, and you'll be like, why did we never talk? Like, I saw you around school, but why did we never talk? Like, they'll be the weirdest people. And these people will come into your life. And these are the now new friends or relationships that will accompany you on your self-development journey, that going up. Because like I said at the very beginning of the video, your friends should be people who are helping you level up and evolve with life. Because if you are not evolving with life, then you are regressing. You are moving backwards, and we don't want to do this because we've all done it. I've done this, man. We've all had people that hold us down. Okay, and again, it's not their fault. It's not our fault. People do this subconsciously. They don't mean to. It's just a lot of people are dead weight. They're anchors. Okay, and you gotta know when to fucking cut a fucking anchor. Okay. Anyways, easy for you to say, David. So I'm trying to be empathetic here because I have like no friends, but I do have friends. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta know when to let friends go Anyways, phase 3 comes, and these relationships, boyfriend, girlfriend, friends will come into your life. And you guys, it'll be like a fairy tale. It'll be amazing. You guys are all going to help each other out. You're going to grow. Some of my best friends, and I'll bring it full circle, some of my best business partners, friends, relationships, whatever, people I've grown the most with in life, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, in any area of your life, whatever endeavor you're going on, okay? These can be mentors. These can be like, dude, it's amazing. These people are soul family. You guys grow. Oh, it's amazing. It is amazing. But now I'm going to bring it completely full circle because the cycle repeats and it continues to repeat. This is why I said don't blame anyone. Sorry, my mic literally died. This is why I wear earphones. The one day I don't wear earphones, it dies, and I speak for like 5-6 minutes, and it was passion. It was so good. And then I realized this was dead. So I'm not going to repeat everything because I was kind of going on a tangent. So maybe that was life saying, okay, turn it down. That's enough. I heard the last thing I said. I believe it was just people. Anyways. The moral of the story, guys, is that these new people will come into your life. They're going to be the best things ever, but do not get too attached to these people because they will, just like the old people in phase 1, they will leave, okay? Like I alluded to beforehand, I've had these new people, 10, 15, 12, 100, not 100, maybe like about 10 to 15 of these solid people come into my life through letting go of old people, okay? And it's almost like a recycling machine or a washing machine. I know that sounds really bad and that's not what it is, but when these new people come into your life and you guys benefit each other, it like, guys, the people that I've hung out with, and I'm not saying it's only people I've hung out with, that I'm sure you have, we all have, they were beautiful. They were soul relationships, and I'm so grateful for each and every one of them, and I honestly mean it. It's recording. Out of those 10, 12, 15 people that, you know, in the course of many years, quite a few years, I don't hang out with any one of them right now. None of them. Not a single one. Maybe one of them, who's kind of my girlfriend, but we're not, but we kind of are. We're, you know, none of them. And that's because, I said this, but it cut off. That's because of phase 1. It's cyclical. You guys have grown with each other. It's a dynamic duo. You're leveling up and moving, but then all of a sudden this happens. Right? You guys plateau and you no longer need each other. So then what happens is you naturally drift apart and you both go solo again, and this cycle repeats, and then you level up solo and you find more people. Okay? So this is amazing. Just don't get too attached to people, right? Because these amazing people will come, you will level up together. It'll be amazing. That's how relationships should be. It's the best thing ever. But then you guys split. You don't need each other anymore. My favorite quote by Lao Tzu is, when the student is ready, the teacher arises. But when the student is really ready, the teacher disappears. Okay? Take that how you want it. Because friends, these relationships, we're all teachers. We're all teaching and learning new things with each other. The student and the teacher is the same concept because it is only through teaching that you can learn, and through learning you teach. It's one dynamic, okay? So don't worry about who's like, you know, because anyways, that's a different video. So that's that. Let people go. Level up yourself. New people come. You guys level up. They split. You go by yourself and new people come, and it just keeps going like this. It keeps moving. But ideally, what happens is you do this. This is how life should be, okay? This is evolution, because life is moving forward. And if it's not doing this, then, you know, that's not going to be a good thing. So that's going to be it, guys. I'm going to finish the video there. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope this helped, guys. I hope that, you know, if I seem a little, sometimes in videos, a little like super direct and kind of preachy and like, listen, it's not always going to be like that. Just sometimes it's tough love, and I care a lot about you guys, and I envision myself giving myself advice when I was younger, and this is all out of love, okay? I don't say any of this to make anyone feel bad or like I'm better, because I'm not, dude. We're all learning and growing. I care about you guys, and I want this to help. So that is it. Maybe next video, wear the earphones. I don't know. If you guys liked it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, comment down below with your thoughts on this. And as always, guys, if you want to level up as creators in your health, relationships, finding your passion, and serving that to the world, then definitely check out the creator courses down below. I believe at this point too, I've brought back creator coaching. This is David from the future. I'm going to be editing this. So creator coaching, guys, if you're interested, one-on-one coaching on the exact same things. But check out the course, coaching. I'm making more courses too. A mega course. Holy, you guys are going to love it. It's around 4 hours long right now. So stay on tune with that, on the lookout for that, and all that stuff. So thanks, guys. I love you all. Hope it helped. With that, much love. Peace.